Easy money in the house. Guys, I just want to say all thanks to my creator yet for another day. So I've been asked so many questions, by so many of my friends. So they asked me to make a video and do a chipset comparison between the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and also with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So they asked me to compare the chipset between those three. Like, so many people are using the iPhone 14 Pro Max, want to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Some are using the iPhone 15 Pro Max, want to upgrade again to the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. So today's video going to base on the chipset. Then from then, y'all can see the chipset the iPhone 14 Pro Max made up of, and also the 15 and 16 Pro Max. So guys, let's go. So guys, let's first start with the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Still look great, still beautiful. This one is the purple color. Yep, 2 years ago. This one came out 2 years ago, the iPhone 14 Pro Max. It uses the A16 Bionic chip, and it is 64 ARM based system on a chip, and also was designed by Apple. Something doesn't feel right. Like 2 years ago, this introduction was good. Get it? Wow. Better back in 2 years, right? So the A16 Bionic chip, according to Apple, was 40% faster than its competitor, like the iPhone 13s, 12s, and so forth and so on. So this feels awesome, since we are now in 2022. So I guess it's a great introduction. So now let's move to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's go. The iPhone 15 Pro Max. Wow, I still love this phone till this day. It's still in great condition. It's reliable. Like, performance wise, everything is perfect. However, the iPhone 15 Pro Max uses Apple A17 Pro system on a chip and was also created by Apple. Fantastic. And like I said, it's still reliable. Let's go. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is a 6-core CPU central processing unit with 2 performance and with 4 efficiency cores. That's just amazing. It's still fast, it's still reliable, and it's still perfect. And also, it's a 6-core GPU graphic processing unit, and also 16-core neural engine. So like I said, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, it's really good. Like, it's still good, and also it's reliable. Performance wise, battery life, it's reliable. And the iPhone 15 Pro Max set to be the first widely available SoC system on a chip to be built on 3nm nanometer process. And if I tell you guys, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, it's just good. The A17 Pro system chipset, it's really good, it's fast, it's reliable. Just as 2 years ago, the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the 16 Bionic chip, also was reliable. And to be honest with you guys, I feel like the iPhone 14 Pro Max, it's kind of strong and durable compared to the iPhone 15 and 16 Pro Max. Because the iPhone 15 and 16 Pro Max, I guess both of them are made up of titanium. It's lighter, whilst the iPhone 14 Pro Max gets made up of steel. It's kind of heavier. And also drop test, I've dropped this one so many times, and yet it's still perfect. Now let's talk about the base, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So the iPhone 16 Pro Max uses the A18 Pro chip, and also the A18 Pro chip is a significant upgrade from the A17 Pro chips, like the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. Wow, that means something. I'm not gonna spoil it. Let's continue. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is 50% faster CPU central processing unit, 20% faster GPU graphic processing unit, and also the A18 chip in the iPhone 16 Pro Max, it's also a part of Apple Intelligence, which powers on device AI features, so which is incredible. I guess this is the first time Apple is introducing the AI features on their phone, I guess especially for their Vision Pro system. So let's see how that one also gonna be. But however, the AI features is not yet available. I guess we have to wait for the iOS 18.1. So the iPhone 16 Pro Max has other features like, wow guys, to be honest, I can't just say all of them, I have to look on my computer screen to get it out for you guys. So these are some of the other features within the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let's go. Larger display, camera control, improved battery life, 4K 120 FPS frames per second, Dolby Vision video recording, wow, force spatial audio capture, wind noise reduction, hardware accelerated ray tracing, game mode for gamers, and also faster USB 3-speed and ProRes recording video. So I guess there are more also, but those are the ones I was able to get through. So the iPhone 16 Pro Max A18 Pro chip, which is a significant upgrade from the A17 Pro chip, like the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and also the A17 Pro chipset. It's also a better upgrade compared to the A16 Bionic chip. So it just feels like whatever thing the iPhone 14 Pro Max lack, the iPhone 15 Pro Max made up of it, and whatever thing the iPhone 15 Pro Max lack, the iPhone 16 Pro Max made up of it. So based on the chipset, you can tell that three of them, they has a significant good chipset. Their chips are good. The A16, A17, A18, they are killers. They are perfectly good. But it's just like good, better, best. So, but this doesn't mean like the iPhone 16 or 15 Pro Max, they are way better than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Well, however, when it comes to like all the functionalities of the phone, like camera testing as well, I'm gonna do that on my next video. I'm gonna do a deep camera test between these three phones. But for the chipset test, of course, the A18 is the best. The chipset of the Apple 16 Pro Max, the A18, is actually a beast. Like, it's really fast and it's really smooth compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max and also the iPhone 14 Pro Max. But if you coming from iPhone 12, iPhone 10, iPhone 8, definitely it's a must to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. However, if you're coming from the iPhone 14 Pro Max, I'm going to give my final thoughts on my next video, which is going to be a camera comparison and also some spec comparison between all three of these phones. Alright, but 13, 12, and so forth and so on, it's a matter of must upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's the money. I'm out.